All right, welcome everybody. This is Stephanie Treasure, online marketing strategist and business mentor, and I'm bringing to you an interview style case study with one of my clients, Judith. And I wanted to kind of just let you hear from her in her own words about her experience with working with me, the breakthroughs that she's had since working with me, and her take on her experience and what she would say to you watching this if you were considering working with me. I know it's sometimes when we read testimonials on somebody's website, it's a written word, and yes, it's convincing and it makes sense, but I thought it would be good to do an interview style type testimonial like this, so that you can hear from my clients in their own words, with their own experience, unedited, off the cuff, very candid about what it was like working with me, right? So I'm bringing to you here Judith Halmai, and I'll go ahead and let her introduce herself to you, as well as her business and where you can find her on the internet. Hi again, Judith. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, hi, Stephanie. It's such a pleasure to be here. It's such an honor, and I'm actually bursting to with gratitude. And I'm really happy that I'm able to tell other people about the amazing experience that I've had with you coaching me. So yes, as an introduction, my name is Judith Halmai, and I'm a marriage success coach. As a marriage success coach, I specialize in helping marriage-minded singles and couples to have a successful marriage, to prepare to have a successful marriage, and married couples to have the stable, loving, enjoyable life that they dreamed of when they got married. Now you can find more about my Marriage Success Academy at www.marriagesuccessacademy.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving folks that information. And I'll be able to include that somewhere below this video once it goes up to my site, I believe. So I'll let persons be able to access that link on their own to see what you're all about. So I want to ask you, what was life for business before? What was it like before us working together? What led you to come to work with me?
Okay, so I trained as a marriage success coach, and I thought that was all I needed to do, and I would have clients lining up at my doorstep, because it is such an amazing thing that I do. The transformation that they can have in their life is just amazing. What I did not really consider was that I had to become a businesswoman before I could serve my clients. And business is not something that I was in any way familiar with before, because I have always been in helping professional lines, or always did things that did not involve much selling. Well, there were bits and pieces of my life, but I just was not really good at business. And so for a couple of years, I have been struggling with the business side of things, because there was a lot of things that I needed to work through. I had problems with money mindset. I had problems just, trying to put myself out there. Owning my expertise was difficult, recognizing that what I have to offer is truly valuable. And what drew me to you was, first of all, I admired the way that you were showing up online. So just to tell you how new I was at this, I didn't even go on Facebook before I started my business. So that it was a huge learning curve for me. But as I was watching other people interacting online. I tried to copy them, and by the time I met you, I have had experience of seeing other coaches doing their groups, showing up on Facebook. And what struck me was that you were consistent, you were delivering value, and it was really, I found myself looking forward to seeing you online. And if you came up, I always clicked on, you were the first one I would listen to. Then there was a challenge that I signed up for, and during those days, I think it was already in the second day or something, I was feeling that I actually had some transformations. And this was just through your free challenge. You took us through some steps that helped me realize that, hey, there is a lot that I have to offer. I became more confident. I started posting online that, posts that actually drew interaction. And I went, wow, this is working.
Yeah.
And yes, and so it wasn't difficult for me to take the step to work with you.
Awesome. And just to kind of just be clear about your, like where you were, I know we mentioned in terms of when I asked you, how many clients you had, I believe you said you had one, right? And that client was really on a barter arrangement, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had one client before, and at the time that at the time that I became your client, I only had one client, and it was on a barter arrangement. Yes.
And how were you feeling about your business overall at that point? I mean, were you happy at where you were? Were you gaining any traction? Were you looking forward to waking up and serving? I mean, what would you say was your state of being? How were you feeling at that time?
Okay, so I've always been hopeful about my business because I know the amazing transformation that it can deliver. I was getting very frustrated because I was doing everything I knew, and yet I wasn't getting the results. And I had this feeling, knowing that it wasn't a lack of clients, but it was the way that I was showing up, or the steps that I needed to take, they just were not there. And I put it down to my lack of experience, and it was just something that I needed to integrate, or I can't really. So while I was hopeful, I was always I was also pretty desperate, because I could see that, the truth of the matter was looming on me, that unless I make some money in this business, it's not viable, and there had to be a return on investment for my, for all the effort and all the work that I've been putting into this business.
Right. So you this is how you were feeling. You weren't really making any money per se. You had a client, but it was a barter arrangement. And you had that truth moment where you had to be like, okay, am I going to start making money at this? Is this going to be really a profitable concern, something that brings an income in my business and in my life? So you took that step to invest in yourself and work with me in one of my programs. And I want you to talk about some of the transformations, some of the breakthroughs that you've had since you and I started working together.
Yes, so I have, Yes. So it's funny. I'm laughing because I actually had to go through the same exercises a couple of times that you did in the challenge, just to reinforce that, you know, how did I get to where I'm at? You know, what is it that I have to offer to the people that I will be serving, and just how valuable it is. So the transformation for me is that I have, as a result of these exercises, more confidence. I am owning my expertise. And as a result of that, I can make decisions easier. I used to be really, not very good at making decisions. Another thing is, you gave me tools that I could put into action, and they brought results. So it was a challenge for me to push through and to actually do those things. So I believe that as a coach, what you have provided was like a safety net, or I'm a bit lost for words, but
well, tell us.
It's just a different way of being. You know, you cannot really just talk about what you need to be doing as a coach. You need to actually do it. So working with you has helped me to actually put into action that which I knew and that which you have suggested, and the experience has made me stronger and more able to take another step forward.
Awesome. And tell us about some of these results that you're talking about that you were able to achieve since we started working together.
Oh, the results are very measurable. I have one couple who have signed up for my premium program, and one couple who have signed up for my VIP day. So
awesome. Yay!
Yes. So my investment has
pretty much
doubled. Yes. And this is something that I can rinse and repeat, obviously. This is something that I know now how to do.
Yes. And you mentioned that you got 2 new private clients, one in a 3-month program and the other in I think it was a VIP intensive day or half day, I believe it was. And this allowed you to make a return on your investment in working with me that actually doubles your return, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. I believe doubles and close to triples, correct? There's somewhere in there
it's just over doubled. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm really happy to hear that, especially coming from, I mean, when you told me that you had one client, when we started working together, I was like, oh, great. She knows how to get clients. But when you told me it was a barter arrangement, I was like, oh, that's not really, I don't really want to say to go too much into the barter arrangement conversation. I personally do not believe in it, and I don't operate that way. But I know it has its place. I know that it does work in some instances. However, you don't want to stay in that place too long, trying to get experience with working with clients, because you do need to get to a place where you're making money. You're getting paying clients coming on board. You're having persons who are vested in their transformation from working with you, and who will pay you whatever it is that entails, so that they can get real lasting results as a result. I mean, you made that step yourself when you invested to get some support to grow your business, and you saw the returns. And I'm sure your clients are going to see the reward from having invested in getting support for their relationships as well. So I just kind of wanted to point that out for anybody listening who may be deliberating about an investment and whether or not they should take that leap. I find that true transformation comes from paid investments. There's a lot of free information online. You know, if everybody knows the encyclopedia of Google in terms of looking things up, but having support from somebody who can help you to navigate the learning curve, who can support you in a way that they're trained to do, that they know will get results. Working with somebody like that can't be compared to what you find for free on the internet. You do need that support. You do need that guide. And that shortens your distance from A to Z to get that issue resolved that you were looking to resolve, or like I said, to get that transformation that you need, right? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So what would you say was your overall experience like in terms of working with me to support you to get more clients and you know, grow your business in the way that you have during our time together? What was your overall experience like?
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. I felt really supported. I felt, you know, that you are on my team, and you know, I have found you very helpful, and yeah, in every way, it's been a really wonderful experience, and you know, I really feel that I've even gained a friend.
Oh,
So.
yes, and so do I. So do I.
And having said that, I have found you always very professional. So friendly, but you know, I admire the boundaries you have. I admire the way you carry yourself as a professional, and I'm drawn to you because I want to be that sort of a professional and, you know, coach like you.
So much. Thank you so much. Now you're going to make me blush. And I actually have a fun question that's probably going to make me blush even more, right? I like to include kind of a fun side, which I know some people don't like to ask for either critique about themselves or to hear other persons say good or fun things about them, but I'm going to take that leap. And I'm going to ask you, if you were to find 3 words that you would use to describe me, what would they be? Just for fun.
Okay. Well, it's hard to say it in 3. So I've already said professional, right?
Yes,
But that's not one of them. So we won't count that as one. And I have said, you know, you are a real expert, but you're also very approachable, and I also find you very dedicated and consistent. So I don't know. I've lost count.
I know. Well, thank you so much. I take them all and I receive all those words. I thank you so much for that. And I'm happy to hear that from you, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to, for those that are watching this interview that may be thinking of working with me in some way, shape, or form, from you to them, what words of advice would you give them as they contemplate this decision, let's say?
Yeah. Well, I can only say that Stephanie will serve you to the very best of her ability, and that is huge. She is going to be there for you, and really will make sure that your investment will double plus. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Leading off with your investment again, I'm really, really happy to hear. It was really, really important for me for you to start getting those paying clients, not only for the money, but because of what I knew it would do to your confidence. Our confidence truly gets elevated once we start working persons in paying contractual relationships, and we get to exercise those muscles and use our gifts like we know we can, because you're very talented at what you do. I know that you can help so many people with their marriages, but you hadn't gotten a chance to do so in a formal client relationship up until, you know, you said you did have a couple of clients before, but when we were working together, it was just the one barter client. But I really, really wanted for you to get clients on board to start to see return on your investment and start to feel more confident about what you're doing. And because I knew you did come to me with some frustration and some like, is this ever going to work? Can I do this? You know, there was, even though you had hope, there was some, you know, the light was kind of dimming in your corner. I could tell. And I'm happy that you did get those paying clients and you did make a return on your investment, and your confidence has skyrocketed as a result. So, and I am happy as well. And I do feel and agree with you with what you said, that you gained a friend, because I know that I've gained one as well. As many of my clients actually, not to depersonalize this, have become friends. I do operate, while I am professional and I do have boundaries, I do operate in that way where I really honestly do want to support, and your success is very important to me, and how you're doing in your business and life is also important to me. So I'm really, really happy that our cross path and we were able to work together in this way. And I know that the future is very bright for you in your business, and I can't wait to see how many lives you touch and impact as a result.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Stephanie. I cannot say, you know, enough, you know, how much it has meant for me to be working with you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the opportunity that I can share with others.
Awesome.
Because I'd really want to encourage them, because I think that, you know, yeah, I wish all the best for your business, and may you help many, many more clients to achieve success.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, let me just repeat your, or if you could just go ahead and repeat your website address and what you do, so that again, folks can go ahead and check you out there.
Yes, so my website is marriagesuccessacademy.com, and I help marriage-minded singles and couples to prepare for an awesome marriage, and married couples to have the wonderful, wonderful life that they dreamed about when they got married.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and check out her website, folks. And thank you so much for joining me on this case study interview. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can visit my website at stephanietreasure.com, or email me personally if you'd like to see what it would look like for us to work together to help you with your transformation. All right. Take care for now, guys. Bye.